Welcome, everyone. Hello.
Hello, Gülsen.
Hi, Jean-Michel. Thank you for joining tonight. So pleased to have you. And welcome to everyone joining tonight. It is day 24 of our Going Deeper series tonight. And our topic is also about peace, which is really important. And before I forget, we are also going to be doing a little clearing with our footsoak. So if you haven't got a bucket ready yet, please feel free to get a bucket ready. And while that happens, Jean-Michel, would you like to introduce our host tonight?
Yes. Okay. So if we can bring in Abhijit. Welcome, Abhijit.
Hello, John. Hello. How are you?
I'm very well. And you?
Hi, Abhijit.
I'm good as well.
So you're going to present about peace and this third chakra, isn't it?
Yes, I'm quite excited to talk about it. In today's world, like you hear the news and the hecticness of today, how our life has become. It really, really is important that we find the center within our life where we can go back to find this balance. And this chakra is really important.
So when did you start doing meditation, Abhijit?
So I started in my second year of engineering. So that's about 2001. So I actually, my family was doing this since many years before. extended family, and then they introduced my mom, and then she introduced me, and it really helped. Like I remember, like it really helped me focus in my studies, and suddenly, my grades were off the charts, and something is different here,
So,
so
and in terms of the, so we've seen in the different programs we've done in the past that we have a subtle system with seven main chakras, and each chakra expresses specific qualities in us. And today's topic, the Nabhi chakra, the third chakra, is more about peace. How did you see, okay, when you got your realization, did you see any transformation in you?
I remember the first day itself, like I had my self-realization. And before that, there were so many thoughts going on in my mind, like, what is this? Everything is new. Like, why are we doing this and that? And after the realization, I remember complete stillness within, like my mind just completely becoming silent. And it had never before happened. Like, you go to different temples or things in that nature, like say prayers, but that doesn't really have any effect. So I thought, how come suddenly I'm able to silence my mind? Like, what's happening here? And I wanted to know more.
And specifically on the Nabhi chakra, um, can, have you been able to see specifically on that chakra some things changing in you, in your life or around yourself, specifically on the in regards to the Nabhi chakra?
Oh yeah, like I remember earlier, like the doctors, like they said that I need to like in the part of India I'm from, we eat a lot of spicy food, and they said that I need to take liver tonics and all because of eating so many years the liver was affected. But when I started doing this meditation, and I was able to, without any medicines, the results were completely like, everything has recovered. And so I started digging more about it, like, what's so special about this? Why is this actually changing the physical transformation within me? And I came to know that there is a solar plexus which controls the liver, and that's the part of our autonomous nervous system, and that in turn is controlled by Nabhi chakra. So we do foot soaks, we do ice packs, and we meditate, and we are bringing our Nabhi chakra into balance. When that comes into balance, then it starts working on our different organs, and they start improving. It took about 6 7 months. Like I remember, we went to this beach in India, and it's a place called Ganpatipure, and doing foot soaks there, and seeing this huge, like within a span of few weeks, I was there. Every day I could see like a little bit something changing within me. My attention, like especially the attention, becoming more and more sharp. Like I could still meditate for a longer period.
And this is amazing because it's only based on your goodwill and your desire
Yes,
to become better. And as soon as this desire is expressed and we have the blessing of receiving our realization, it just happens gradually and without paying anything, without putting too much effort, it unveils itself and allows us to go deeper. So on that, you can take it you can take us deeper because it's going deeper. You can take us deeper into the knowledge of the Nabhi chakra.
thanks, John. So let's dig into it. We have a wonderful power presentation we want to share. So if Andrew, please, if you could share the presentation. Um, So I'll introduce a little bit more about myself. So my name is Abhijit. I'm from Sydney, Australia, and I welcome everyone here. Thanks for taking time from your busy lives and to know more about Nabhi Chakra. So as you have been following this series before, we talked about Muladhara, that's the first energy center, then Swadhisthana, and today we're going to talk about Nabhi Chakra. So what is this chakra? So it lies on the third, if you see from the bottom, it lies at the third uh, position. And you can think about where your navel is, and it will be right behind there. It's made of water element, and we say that it lies where your center of gravity is. And the qualities that are manifested when this energy center awakens is you feel peaceful, feel satisfied, and that are really important in our days, today's lives, because you see that we lead a very hectic life. We are always planning, and there are, right as we wake up and we open our newspapers, and there's this emergencies created by all these headlines within us, and that affects our spleen. It puts it into overdrive. We are always worried about money, how we're gonna earn, uh, and there's this whole society is so much focused upon materialism, that our attention is impacted. We get all the time we are thinking about how to earn more money, how to live a lifestyle, and we somewhere down the line we lose the balance. If Andrew, if you could please go to the next slide. So let's talk about where this energy center lies. So if you think about your hands, so the middle finger on both the hands. So when the energy center is awakened, you feel its manifestation here on the middle fingers. It's manifested at behind eyes, like where the, if you see on the back of your head, that's where it's manifested, or it's manifested on your feet there where the cursor is. So what I mean by that is, if there are any problems with this energy center and you feel heat or prickling or anything in that nature, heaviness on these particular points on your body, that means you can clear. We will tell you how to clear it, and you can clear it. So it's like a computer, right? So when you're connected to the mains, and you can download all the information. So when you meditate, you get connected to this higher power, and then the manifestation is on your hands, feet, and on your head, and you know what state you are in, and then you can start clearing it. There are about 10 petals that are 10 different valencies of this energy center. The color is green, and it's controlling the solar plexus. Um, as you go more and more deeper into this meditation, these things become more apparent. Um, and the important thing just to remember are the qualities of this energy center. So it is basically responsible for our evolution, uh, our satisfaction in life, our generosity, the dignity that we feel, and the righteousness. So those are the important qualities of this energy center. So Andrew, if you don't mind, go to next slide. Okay, so we talked about these qualities, and there are more. The peace that we feel in our life. So if our energy center is in balance, we may feel more peaceful. Um, Otherwise, if it is not in balance, we feel very agitated all the time. We can't settle down, and whatever we have, we are not happy. Um, but if it is in balance, we feel very joyful. Then the other important things are honesty, pure attention, dignity. And when we say that when our evolution was taking place, there were basic needs like food, shelter, all those were things that we were handling. And then once the human beings evolved and they had those basic needs fulfilled, then they started looking for what's more in life. Why am I here on this earth? And they started going more towards spirituality and trying to know the meaning of self. So this Nabhi chakra started evolving and taking us further into that direction. Andrew, if you don't mind going to the next slide. Okay, so the most important physical function of Nabhi chakra is regulating the internal organs. I'm just gonna read it here, the slides here, and then I'll explain more. So that uh, our Nabhi chakra has three different parts. So in the center, and the center and Nabhi chakra, then there is on the left, and then one on the right. So if you remember, like there are three channels within our body, the center channel, the left channel, and the right channel. So the left, along the left channel lies the left nabi, on the right, along the right channel lies right nabi, and on the center channel lies the center nabi. The left nabi is regulating the pancreas and spleen. So it's very important because if they are not regulated, things like blood cancer and all those things are nowadays becoming more prevalent in our modern life because people are leading such a hectic life. They are having breakfast and rushing to the office and doing handling more things on their phone and fighting to rush things, and all those things are creating these imbalances. On the right nabi, our liver and gallbladder is controlled by the right nabi. Liver is very important for our attention. Center nabi regulates the stomach and the intestines. The tendency to overeat or starve too much, like people want to look nice and they will starve themselves. And sometimes this thing goes to too much extreme, like be it things like anorexia happens when people are becoming too conscious about their image. And so anything that is taking you to the extremes is harmful. And you can, once your Nabhi chakra comes into balance, you can address these issues. So the liver's role is very important for meditation because um, your attention is actually controlled by liver. So unless you can have a still mind, you can't meditate. You'll always be jumping from one thought to another. So it's very important that we get our liver all right. In too spicy food or eating the liquor or um, all those things which are harmful for our health will affect our Nabhi chakra and the liver. Okay, so that it comes to end the general introduction about Nabhi chakra. I hope you enjoyed this and got more information about this. Um, Now, what we're gonna do is we will do a foot soak, and foot soak is just a very simple thing. You have, I think we're gonna show a slide there is very soon about foot soak, how you can do the foot soak. So you get a bucket of water in front of you, and you put handful of salt, um, and make sure the water is up to your ankles. Keep a water jug ready once you're done with the foot soak to rinse your feet, and then you can dry it with a paper towel or just a simple towel. So what we're gonna do is before we jump into it, we're gonna take a bandhan. So I'll show you how we do it, and then we can do it all together. So the left hand goes in front of us and the right hand goes inside out. So we do this 7 times. and then tie a knot above head. Then let's try to do it again, slowly and with attention, and then tie 2 knots above the head. And then again we do this. At the end, we'll tie 3 knots. 1, 2, and 3. Then we keep our left hand open on our lap. With right hand, we take bandhans 7 times to the make like a rainbow above head. So we do this activity 7 times. Don't have to rush into it. Just make sure that your hand goes above your head. So this 7 times are for the 7 energy centers. Pay attention to the top of your head when you're doing that. Okay, so once we're done with that, what we're gonna do is with our right hand, we will move our hand above the water in a clockwise direction. And here we will just say this affirmation, Mother, please vibrate this water and let it take away all the toxins, all the bad things that happened in a day for us. Please take it into the water. So let's do that. We'll put both our feet in the water. All right. And if you don't mind, please take out your glasses, sit in a comfortable manner. Don't slouch as much as possible. Keep your back in a straight line. And we're gonna close our eyes here. We'll breathe in and out gently. So just take a deep breath in, hold your breath, and then slowly let it go. Again, take a deep breath in. Try to hold it as long as you can, and then slowly let it go. Again, breathe in, hold your breath, and then slowly let it go. Keeping your left hand on your lap, please drop your right hand towards the earth. And here in your heart, please say this affirmation, Mother, please take away all my conditionings, all my lethargy into the Mother Earth. Mother, please take away all the problems of my left side into the Mother Earth. If you don't have a footsoak, that's fine. You just can sit on a chair or sit on earth. Keep your left hand on your lap and right hand towards the earth. And you can do the same thing as we are doing along with the footsoak. So again, say, Mother, please take away all the problems of my left side, all the lethargy, all the conditionings, all my past bad memories into the Mother Earth. Now, please put your right hand on your lap and you're gonna bring your left hand up in the air. And here, please say, Mother, please take away all the extra heat, all the negative thoughts of my right side into the ether. Mother, please take away all the excessive heat, all the negative thoughts of my right side into the ether. Please cool down my right side and please establish pure attention. Now we'll drop both our hands on our towards the Mother Earth, and we will say this affirmation in our hearts. Mother, please establish qualities of chastity, innocence, spontaneity, and wisdom within me. Mother, please make me innocent like a child. Mother, please take away the sheen of superficiality. Please take away all the wrong ideas I have had, and please establish the soothing qualities of innocence within me. Now please put your right hand on your lap and your left hand will go on the right side where you will tie the belt. I hope I can show you here. So the right hand is on your lap and the left hand is on the right side. And close your eyes and please say the affirmation here. Mother, please establish pure attention within me. Please cool down my liver. Please take away all the excessive thoughts. Now let's put our left hand on our lap. We will put our right hand on the navel. So that's the center of our stomach. And here we will say, Mother, please awaken the qualities of peace, satisfaction, generosity, and dignity within me. Mother, please awaken the qualities of peace, satisfaction, generosity, and dignity within me. put our right hand on the heart, and then here we will say, Mother, please come in my heart and fill my heart with your pure love. Mother, please come in my heart and please fill my heart with your pure love. Now put your hand on your forehead, and here please say, Mother, I forgive everyone. I forgive all my thoughts, and I forgive myself, and I forgive everyone. Finally, please put your hand on top of your head, press down your hand, and then massage the scalp clockwise. As you are doing this 7 times, please say this affirmation in your heart. Mother, please open my Sahasrara chakra. Please come into my Sahasrara and let me connect to this all-pervading power around me. Mother, please open my Sahasrara chakra. Please come into my Sahasrara and connect me to this all-pervading power around me. Raise your hand few inches above your head. See if you feel cool or hot above your head. You can swap your hand with your other hand just to check. Do you feel cool or hot above your head? You can put both your hands in front of you. Look at your hands. You will notice that your thoughts have slowed down and your mind has become silent. Now, what we're gonna do is we will stay in this silenced mind. Don't make too frequent movements. We will wash our feet with the water, spare jug we had, and we're gonna watch a talk by Shri Mataji, and she's gonna talk about Nabhi chakra. So let's do that. Let's wash our feet. If you have a towel, please try it. And in a few seconds, Andrew will put the talk of Shri Mataji. Please keep your attention inside.
So, in Sahaja Yoga, an artist who is struggling today may become a great artist tomorrow. But still, I would say these are temptations. You'll become a great artist, you start earning more money, this, that. But that's not the one you have to really be satisfied with. You will never be satisfied with that. So you move to the third center, which we call as the Nabhi chakra. This center is on one side is made of water, another side with fire. Around it are our 10 valencies, which we can call as our innate religion within ourselves. Now this Nabhi itself, or we can call the solar plexus, or we can say the navel chakra, gives us, as soon as the Kundalini rises, she awakens this, and the light, when it spreads, you become religious. I don't have to tell you anything. You just become. I don't have to say that you don't take drugs. You just don't take it. Overnight, I have seen people have given up drugs. Overnight alcoholism, overnight everything. And they enjoy their virtues. That's the best part of it. Some people think, oh, then what is the fun? What is this that you take something in the pub and next day you have hangover? Here you take something and next day you are much better off. It never comes down. It never gives you a reaction. It's not artificial. It's not intoxicating. It is from your nerves. It's bubbling out. So this is the center which is very important in us, because most of us have a problem with this center. And here we have a capacity by this center that we enjoy our generosity. Now all matter, whatever it is, we are materialistic, it's a good idea to be materialistic. But the matter is, the aesthetics of matters are that you can give it to others, suggesting you are loving it. I think that's the only thing a matter can do. And in a very special way you can express that love. For example, somebody likes a particular thing, you go all the way to get it, and give that small thing, very small thing, to the person, and the joy, not out of the money that you have spent, but the feelings you have expressed of knowing what that person would love. And this kind of a depth develops within you such lovable, beautiful society you enter into. And you don't need anything, because everybody is looking after your needs. Now I have told them I love flowers, because I don't take anything else. So you must see, whenever I come, my house is so filled with flowers that my husband was saying, let us go live in the garden and let the flowers be here. So, you see, the joy of giving comes from this center. And whatever you eat, whatever you have to eat, whatever is good for you, you eat. You don't have to bother as to what to eat, what not to eat. You just eat whatever is good for you, benevolent for you. You become so wise. And also you please others. You don't displease others by saying, this is bad food, I want that. I want goes away. What do you want? So like you could say, a candle which is not enlightened is waiting to be enlightened, is asking for the light. I want light. But once it is enlightened, it gives light to others automatically. Supposed to be. In the same way, you also start giving your light, your love, your joy to others. Automatically. I don't have to tell you. Nobody has to go through any 10 commandments anymore. Those days are gone. Now automatically you become like that. very beautiful people, very affectionate and glorious, I should say. If you see the glow on the face of Sajogis, the face itself is radiant. Many people drop out their 10 years to 20 years in their age, and they are so enthusiastic, never get tired, especially in England.
Thanks, Anshu. So we just listened to talk of Shri Mataji where she's talking about Nabhi Chakra. And now what we will do is we will meditate on this chakra. And before we go there, so something to know is that our first energy center, Muladhara, so that's connected to the third one. So when we do the meditation, we're gonna first say affirmations of the first energy center, and then we go to the third one, and then we go into the meditation. So let's do this. So keep both our hands open on our lap. Please close your eyes. We'll begin with a simple breathing exercise. Take a deep breath in. Hold your breath and then slowly breathe out. So let's put our attention at the base of our spinal cord. That's where our first energy center is. And here we will say affirmation, Mother, please awaken my first energy center. Mother, please awaken the qualities of innocence within me. Let's put attention on the navel. That's where our Nabhi chakra lies. And here we will say, Mother, please awaken the qualities of peace and satisfaction within me. We take a deep breath in, and as we breathe out, we are going to say a sound called Om. It has three components, A, O, So let's say this. We'll breathe in, and as we breathe out 10 times, we will say this sound. So let's take a deep breath in. Let's take another breath in. Let's keep doing this 8 more times. Now let's put our attention on the left side of our first energy center. Here, we're gonna say, Mother, please establish the qualities of Nirmal Ganesha within me. Mother, please establish the qualities of purity and chastity within me. Now, let's put our attention on the left side of our navel. And here we'll say, Mother, please establish the qualities of generosity and joy within me. Now let's put our attention on the right side of our first energy center. So the right side of our base of our spine. And here let's say this affirmation, Mother, please destroy all the evil forces within me. Now let's put our attention on the right side of our navel. And let's say here, Mother, please establish the qualities of righteousness, dignity within me. Mother, please establish the quality of honesty within me. Now let's put our attention on our heart again. Mother, please open my heart. Mother, please come in my heart. Mother, please let my heart be filled with love for all mankind. Let's put our attention on our throat. Mother, please come into my Vishuddhi chakra. Mother, please establish the qualities of detachment. Mother, let not me react to the outside things beyond my control. Mother, let me witness and let me not react. Now, attention on your forehead. Mother, please stop these thoughts. Mother, please let me forgive everyone. Let me forgive all these thoughts. Mother, I do nothing, you do everything. Finally, attention on top of the head. Mother, let me be in a state of thoughtless awareness. Mother, please take me into meditation. Let's bring both our hands on our lap and we'll be listening to live flute music by Andrew. Let's keep your eyes closed and we will just meditate and enjoy the music. Thank you. We're gonna end the program, the meditation part. So let's take one. Thank you for meditating with us. We hope you had a peaceful and joyous meditation. We're going to hand it over to our MCs for today, Sean and Gulshan. Over to you guys.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Abhijit. That was
and also, sorry, I'm interrupting.
No, that's all right. So Abhijit, you can leave your camera on because we can. I just wanted to ask you one thing that might be interesting for people. You know, when we do the meditation, we put our hand on a chakra and we say, Mother, please make me peaceful, take away all the negativity. Why is that working when we ask something like this? How is this possible?
So it's the pure desire within us. And when after realization, our Kundalini rises and we connect to the whole pervading power around us. So this desire is a pure desire, and it's like you connect your computer to the mains, and then the data starts flowing and everything starts working. So that's when you are saying this, then the divine is helping you to clear that particular problem. The whole Param Chaitanya is working on that energy center and clearing it. Whereas before that, before your realization, you might be saying 1,000 times some things and nothing really changes. So that's really the beauty of Sahaja Yoga, is it's so spontaneous and so simple. And yeah.
So I think Shri Mataji said to us that when we say this mantra, I am the spirit, it means that we are divine. Inside ourselves, we are divine. And when we say, I am the spirit, we become that. So it's what you said is very beautiful. It's in my own experience is when we say mantras or affirmations, we become that because we are. This is the big difference between going to church and trying to understand God as an external being, as opposed to meditating, becoming one with this reality.
Yeah, in our offices, like there are some these courses where they talk about you have to project or you have to think, but they never talk about how will you achieve that state. They say that you have to become that state, like you have to be peaceful, you don't have to react. They talk about that, and all that is fine, but how do you bring yourself to not react to things like
into that awareness? Yes.
So a lot of chatter happens here. We all tend to get caught up here, whereas the connection from here is Shri Mataji's gift to humanity, really, isn't
yes.
it?
And I wanted to ask Gulshan also, what is your experience? Once you got your realization, did you see any transformation in your Nabhi chakra?
I don't remember me feeling it as much as the people around me perhaps noticed it a little bit more. And they would comment on the calmness, even though I didn't feel I was particularly feeling calm, but the others around me started to make certain comments about it. But I do remember once being able to, the first time I saw Shri Mataji, and such a lovely experience, first time, and there she was seated, resplendent, and afterwards, I was in India, and we traveled to the airport. It was a couple of hours. The plane was delayed. We waited, and Shri Mataji arrived, and then there was a huge queue, and we lined up, slowly made our way up, and to see Shri Mataji. And then 2 hours later, you had to go off to work. The next day, I was as fresh as anything, and to me, that experience of complete silence stayed with me, and the peace, that you feel when nothing really affects you or bothers you, and that was really remarkably special for me.
And in other people that you've seen, when we help other people to get their realization, or even our family or friends, did you see any transformation in these people in the Nabhi chakra? Because the Nabhi is like, it's the peace, but it's also the well-being in the family. It's also your physical health, your
True.
mental health. So did you notice any changes in people who have after they started meditating?
We luckily actually have someone who's joined us, and I wonder if she's actually watching on YouTube today. And she found that as she came and started to meditate a little bit more, things started to fall in place, and everything that she initially would have worried about, she didn't feel she needed to worry so much because it just fell in place at the right time, at the right place. And she felt a little bit more calmer about things because she would often say, I know I'm being looked after, or this will work out. And that confidence of that there's a greater power looking after you. Certainly, it is very beautiful to watch that. While we're on this lovely topic, may I just please remind the participants of a few things. One is, as Abhijit talked about, the Nabhi chakra, footsoak, and ice packs. These are really useful if you can use them even in winter on your liver a little bit, because that's really handy for our attention. It helps calm down our attention. And also, I believe we have mentors and mentees being formed. So my request to the mentees is please bother your mentors now with questions, queries. They are here to help you. So chase them up.
Of course.
Yeah.
It's a win-win situation where we try to help and we are helped at the same time.
True, true.
And did you want to ask any of the participants if they wanted to ask questions, if you have anything that you would like clarification or explain how you feel today? You can send us a message, raise your hand.
I guess, Andrew, please empower, if you would, empower our participants so they can unmute themselves. And if you have any questions, please ask. We've got Abhijit, we've got Jean-Michel, a lot of experience with us today. Or how you felt through your footsoak, which was really relaxing, Abhijit. That was really lovely. Thank you.
You are a cool person, Abhijit. That's why we all feel relaxed.
Yeah.
And to top it up, it's amazing flute music. I really, really enjoyed. Thanks, Andrew.
Yes.
And Andrew, how good was your flute? That was really nice. So nice to have live music as well. So anyone, if you have a question or a comment, please come forward. Don't be shy.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi. I'm just wondering. I'm just wondering, like, today was a very excellent class. I just want to say thank you. That's it. Thank you very much.
Yes. It was a lovely class. Yes. Really nice.
Hello.
Yes.
Hi, Idris.
Hi. I want to ask, when would be the best time to do the practice? In the evening or in the morning? I also very thankful for this opportunity. Thank you.
You're welcome. So I didn't understand what did Sabaris said about the first time. I didn't understand.
Was it about when we should do the meditation, perhaps in the morning or in the evening? Is that what you were asking, Idris?
It was Sabaris.
No. Yes. I am like, I'm trying to implement this practice into my day, and I'm interested. Is better to do it before bed or before or in the morning?
Okay, I will just answer from my perspective of my own experience. I tried many different things. We tried to meditate in the morning, after breakfast. We tried to meditate after lunch, before going to bed. And what worked for me, the best at some point was to, as soon as I wake up, I sit down on the side of my bed, I open my hands, close my eyes, and I don't do anything. I'm just waiting to see what is happening inside me. And for whatever reason, when I do this, just after waking up, the mind is still, it doesn't have any difficulty to relax. And I can feel the vibrations or my attention is naturally focusing above my head in silence. And if I stay like this for a minute in silence, then I go and wash myself, have a tea, whatever. Whenever I want to meditate later, like say at 7 o'clock or 6, I'm going to sit down in a formal meditation for 15, 20, half an hour, 1 hour, whatever. It is very much easier if I had done my quick meditation when I woke up. That's my own experience. And also in the evening, once the day is over, so when I come back home from work, if I had to go outside, I usually have a foot soak, because the foot soaking is going to clear my tensions of the day, anything that I've, had to be dealing with in the day. So the foot soaking is definitely the easiest technique that cleanses our chakras. And then before going to bed, I always sit down, put my hands on the Mother Earth, sit down in front of Shri Mataji's photo, because we use Shri Mataji's photograph because it's a source of vibrations. So I put my hands on the earth, and I put all my attention inside and wait to relax again. What I want to find is the balance before I go to sleep. I want to feel I am in balance. Then I open my hands and I try to see if I can stay in meditation for a little bit. I usually don't say many mantras. I just try to relax. Just relax. And then when I sleep on that, then I wake up in the morning. I'm good. That's my experience.
It's a very, very good advice. Thank you very much. I have a photo. I made
nice.
photo.
Well, Gidris, maybe one day you can show us your special meditation place as well, and everybody else. I'm sure we all have a little special meditation spot. So if you'd like to do us a little show and tell, perhaps.
Maybe another time, because I only have this photo, but I don't prepare any special space.
Sure, even a photograph or something. Send us a picture when you're ready. That would be very nice.
Yes.
And Abhijit, what is your routine of meditation every day?
Same like you, Chance. Wake up in the morning. We all as a family do meditation, and in the evening, like after you finish work, do foot soak, and we just like do the meditation. Go. It really sets you like, because I feel like one day I miss either the meditation. I'm not able to really have like a good sleep, because I feel something is lacking. Like, or if I miss the morning meditation, it's like because you are so used to that going to that zone of silence, and if I miss that, I feel like I'm missing something very nice that particular day.
And Gulshan, what's your experience?
I think it's the same for us all. Once you sort of realize how beneficial it is, you can't quite tear yourself away. So similarly, like Abhijit and Jean-Michel, I wake up in the morning. This is my little meditation place here. So the family comes here in the morning. First thing, even before I look at the phone, I meditate. And which I like a little bit of music, and that helps me go into thoughtlessness, or listen to Shri Mataji's talks like the one Abhijit played tonight. And then there's always a footsoak in the evening just to cleanse. It's a bit like brushing our teeth. This is the internal cleansing. Always do a little footsoak and try and remember to use the ice pack, because sometimes during the day, if we've been rushing and busy, then the ice pack really helps to calm down as well.
And Gulshan, what is your preference for you? Is it to meditate in the evening or in the morning? What is more effective for you?
Okay, for me, certainly in the morning, yes. But in the evening too, once I've done my clear out, I do put my hands out to check whether it's cool and balanced on both sides. So it's not as long as the morning, the meditation bit. So the clearing is a little bit more in the evening. And but it's a shorter meditation in the evening, but just to make sure that everything's okay, the channels are balanced and clear. But I tend to have a longer meditation in the morning and a bit more clearing in the evening. That's how I find bit more useful. And yes, I have to confess, before I go to bed, I do put a Kundalini bandhan on as well. That's just for my protection and raise my Kundalini, as Jean-Michel said, and then go to
bed. We were in India, like many years. For many years, Shri Mataji organized visits of India, a collective tour. And I remember one time so these tours were very interesting because at that time, I mean, even now, I guess, the tour was comfortable and at the same time a bit rustic. We would sleep in very simple ways, like sometimes we slept in the school because that's where it was the most practical to sleep there. Anyway, I remember one time it was late in the evening and we were all set up to go to sleep. And then Shri Mataji came and just gave a visit. And then she saw us and she asked us, "Are you all comfortable?" Yes, mother, we are very, very happy. And then we said goodbye and good night, and then we lied down to sleep. And she said, "Did you do your bandhan?" So we all sat up back and
yeah.
And then all good. Good night. And
that's the only ritual in Sahaja Yoga in some ways, raising a Kundalini and putting ourselves in bandhan. That's our protection. So it's
just a way of reminding ourselves, I am the spirit.
Yes.
Do not, because we can get trapped into getting busy with work or family, and we need always to remember that the spirit is our source of well-being, basically.
Yeah.
It's our future. So it's good to remember.
Mm-hmm. Certainly, yeah. Any more questions from anyone? In that case, perhaps I was going to mention a little bit of homework for tomorrow for our lovely participants. If you'd like to,
one session is really tough, and you go to sometimes I'm really not in the mood to do, or why is it happening? Sometimes I feel wonderful, sometimes I feel like really bad. So
that's good that you feel that way, because every day is a different day. Like, we have so many aspects in our personality or in our being, and there are so many ways that we still need to evolve, that the planets are in a different position every day, the seasons are changing, and our chakras are evolving with the nature. The whole world is constantly evolving. So we don't really notice it sometimes because it looks very slow, but we are all aging, we are all evolving, we're all changing. So in this process of evolution, say, for example, your first chakra that day, suddenly you feel more connected. You have a different perception on that chakra for that day. And the next day you may feel something very special on your third chakra because of the configuration of the planets. And in this configuration of the planets, the whole nature is perfecting itself every day, and we are the same. So if one day you don't feel that great, it might be that in a specific chakra, the nature is trying to help you improve that chakra. And in this improvement process, you might feel some friction and some discomfort. So that's why this discussion about when we meditate, it is so important, because if we take the time to check, not to check, but to realign ourselves with our balance, just sitting down, opening our hands, and with the desire, as Abhijit said before, all these mantras we are saying, it's only an expression of our desire. So if we sit down with the desire to feel our balance, because we have this mother energy inside us, ready to help us all the time, the moment we express our desire, she will bring back our energies and protect us again. And if we can do this in the morning and in the evening, then your time of discomfort will reduce day after day. And at some point you will realize, wow, for the last month, I've been feeling quite good. And this is when you know that, oh, you have grown in your yoga, because you can see without thinking about it, you feel much better.
Agree. And sometimes, there is discomfort, but we just are able to deal with it a little better and doesn't affect us as much. And as Abhijit was going through the affirmations, one of them is where we can watch the discomfort and you don't react as much to it, because you're okay the way you are, and you can manage it a little better. So that helps too.
Thank you very much, John. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Imagine when we went on these India tours, it was at that time, Sahaja Yoga was not developed that much. And we had Shri Mataji as help. She was there with us, but the world was not at the stage it is today. When we were doing these India tours, it was like a pilgrimage for us. We were going there to evolve ourselves, to discover our spirit, to understand ourselves more. And sometimes we would get sick, like you have a clearing of your Nabhi chakra, the third chakra, which is connected to the stomach and all of this. We might get sick for a couple of days, and other times some people would have a headache for maybe half a day or an hour or whatever. And we knew it was a process of clearing. So it's we got to learn to accept that the whole idea is to become one with the spirit, one with ourselves, to understand ourselves. The more we have that kind of connection with our spirit, the easiest it is to meditate and to understand why am I getting sick today compared to that person who was sitting next to me and she's not sick. It's an individual evolution process, and we need to treat ourselves with respect and patience and faith. We have to have faith in ourselves and this nature. We have nature around us to show us that nature is perfect. It by itself, it works perfectly. Animals in the nature work perfectly. So nature itself is fine. We got to be in tune with that nature within ourselves. Then we become a spiritual person.
Agree. Nature is fine. I just freak out. That's the only thing. Thank you.
Well, don't freak out. I think just say, I'm okay. I've got my mothering energy looking after me. And that was something I was going to mention for tomorrow. During the day, when you have some sort of difficult situations or you feel a little agitated or a little concerned and worried, just pause for a moment, take your attention inside, and ask, or just even affirm to yourself, I have my mother with me and she's looking after me, so it's okay. And that's when the peace takes over as well and the calmness comes on us. So
very important, very important. See, it's a very good question, because this anxiety is a weakness on the left side of the Nabhi chakra, of the third chakra. And as Gulshan said, what I've been doing, especially before when I started meditating, I had these same issues of anxiety, uncertainty, stress. I was taking my right hand, putting it on the left side of my stomach, and I will just say exactly what Gulshan was saying, is I am protected, my mother is with me, all these affirmations that would calm my anxiety. And because of the power of this motherly energy within us, she can help us cure that issue of anxiety. Anytime it happens, right hand on the left side of the stomach, and talk to our mother to resolve that anxiety.
Did he say right and top of the left hand, and then okay?
It's the right hand that's placed on the left side of the stomach, just below the ribs, on the left side of the stomach, like here.
that's better.
Thank you.
Yeah. So give that a try and see how that works. It really does.
Thank you, Gulshan.
Pleasure. So if there are no more questions and everyone's happy, shall we?
There is a message from Sabine. I'll just read it out. That's a good point. I find it hard to be positive now, when after having been positive and then didn't have positive outcomes as expected. Yeah, that's we all experience this. Like, we work hard for something and then it doesn't turn out in our favor, and we think that we failed and we must have done something wrong to deserve this. All this type of nonsense that's happening in our head. And again, the solution is in meditation, is to try and find our balance through meditation. And if it's really acute imbalance where we stress too much, again, use your hand on your left side and find in the, I think you would have been given some affirmations in writing as a guide. That's what I was doing when I started meditating. I had written all these affirmations that would relate to different chakras, and I was trying to find which affirmation would actually effectively work. Because when you say it and you just let go and surrender, when you say this affirmation, it should have an effect in you pretty much straight away. When you say, I don't do anything, you do everything. This is a way of completely relaxing, not being too much attached to what we do. And when we say this, Mother, you do everything, I do nothing, it really works. It really calms us down. So you have to try this on your own with the affirmations. That's very good. If you need affirmations in writing, a document, you can tell us, we can send it to you.
Or perhaps there is the resource section. They could go into that, and that would have the affirmations in there as well.
So, but sometimes if they don't find their way through, we can also send them.
We can send them.
Because, I mean, now we've been doing this for many years, so we are used to it, but it's not always that straightforward.
Yes, Sabine, we're happy to send them to you if you need them. Well, thank you very much, everyone, for joining. And thank you to our lovely tech, Andrew and Abhijit, for running the program. Jean-Michel, really lovely to have you today. Lynn and Jenny will be back tomorrow. And we wish you all a very peaceful day tomorrow. So see you again. Thank you for joining.
See you next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye, Gulshan.
Bye, Jean-Michel.